What's going on, fellas? It's the Prop Collector, and we're back at the hunt. And we are here at this location because I just recently saw a post. Someone found a stinger here and said there was one left, so I came quickly, and hopefully we get it. Also hunting for all those clearance GI Joe classifieds on Walmart, but yeah, stinger is the priority. So let's check it out. All right, so let's walk into the toy aisle, and I came to this Ross as quickly as I could because I saw a post on a Facebook page about a stinger, so I came to look for that. So apparently there was one left. Here are all the figures, and I'll go over them in a moment, but I really want to get this stinger. There's in the back a few toys. All right, here it is. Yes, okay, made it just on time. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this and see if there's possibly one more. Nope. Wait, over here. You never know. Nope. All right, so let's get back to the other side of the aisle and check out the figures quickly. All right, so hopefully I find some Troopers or Vipers. All right, so a lot of AEW. All right, no more classifieds. All right, so I'm just gonna scan this aisle quickly, and we'll head out to the second stop. All right, so now just a little more calm, scanning the aisles. I was in a hurry for this stinger. I didn't want anybody to beat me to it, since it was there's a lot of people looking for it, and I wanted to hopefully be the first one, and thankfully I was able to make it just on time. And so I'm gonna head out to the second stop, and there's nothing in the aisle. See this side really quick. All right, so I am looking for a couple of Troopers, a couple of Vipers, and I wouldn't mind getting one or two more eels. All right, so it looks like nothing else. All right, let's go let's go ahead and to the second stop. And here we are, our second stop, and hope I find one more stinger. I am looking for a couple of classifieds like the eel, Troopers, or the Vipers. Let's go ahead inside. Okay, so this is the second stop, and no vehicles, no stingers, or none that I can see so far, but it looks like they don't have any. So this is a really quick stop. They only at this location they only have this back wall. Trying to see if I find any classifieds, but no. All right, let's head on over to our next stop. Heading here to our third stop, and let's see how this goes. Hopefully we get lucky enough and pick up another stinger. And we are here at the third stop, and I started here at the girls aisle because that's where I found the stinger in the first stop, but nothing so far. And let's check here across where they have some hanging action figures, a lot of AEW. And like I mentioned, I'm still looking for a couple of eels, and I would like a few more Troopers or Vipers. Here's some Marvel Legends. Okay, so it's all the same thing. Got some Star Wars here on the side. Let's go to the other side of the aisle, but first this little end cap, but nothing here. All right, nothing so far. All right, so no Stinger or no GI Joes. Also was looking for Motu. I kind of started the Motu collection. Started a little Masters of the Universe line because at Ross they were really cheap, but no. All right, so I think this is it for now. Yep, nothing on this end cap or this other one. So that's about it for Ross, and I think I'm gonna hit a couple of Walmarts before we call it a day. And we're back, fellas. We're here on our fourth stop. It's already dark, and I just had to do a lot of things. I had to do a few things between my third stop and this one, the fourth stop. So hopefully we get some classifieds on clearance or a Stinger. They're also on clearance here at Walmart. So let's check it out. All right, so we made it here to the aisle, and I don't see the yellow stickers that a lot of Walmarts have. And I'm about to go to the clearance aisle, but I don't see, they don't have a whole lot. There's still a lot more items on the other side of this aisle. So let's do a rundown, but nothing that I'm looking for here. Let's just go over to the other side. All right, so coming into the next aisle, and oh, look what I found. Right on the next to the end cap, we got the new GI Joes. So let's take a look at them a little bit closer. Alright, so I think I'm gonna pass on the Night Viper. It looks pretty cool. And the Mole Rat, I think I'll pass on those. But I will get a Big Lob, and I'll get the Lifeline. So I guess these are a little more popular as they are less. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these two. But man, this display looks pretty cool. It was right on the next aisle, on the other side, I'm sorry, next to the end cap. It's pretty cool. Alright, so after that side on the end cap where the new Joes were, I found some more, but well, I think these are not on clearance. They have quite a few, but they don't have the yellow little stickers like at the other Walmarts from past days. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass. I'm gonna check out the clearance aisle and then just go to my last stop. They have quite a few, so if the new ones came in already, so these should be going in clearance pretty soon, so I gotta keep an eye out on this store. So let's check out the clearance. Alright, so here on my fourth stop, and they do have clearance on Joe's, but still, I think still the price is too high. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass for now, but I will be coming back. I'm keeping an eye out on this store because I don't want to miss out when they drop them. Yeah, I found these guys for $10 at other Walmarts, but they're still a little too high. So this is just like a kind of like a discount. So I'm gonna go check on the aisle. I seen before I walked into this aisle, this clearance aisle, they had some islands by the over there by the toy aisles, so I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so coming to the islands that they have, I already see this guy and he's on clearance. I'm about to go ask what the price is. I don't see a sticker. All right, so here's more, and I did find another one. So these Snake Eyes 2-packs are scanning at 35, and so I'm gonna take one and leave the other. And here are some more clearance. These are pretty good. So I'm gonna check the aisle really quick. They have plenty. Some of them are just marked down, not really clearance price, but these guys are pretty good. So just a quick, here's just one beside the other. So I was able to find two, and they're scanning at 35 bucks.